Hello everyone, Chaos Cross of Old School Studios here with the next episode of Okami. In the last episode, I sleepily tried to help revive all of Kamiki Village. And in this episode, we are going to go ahead and try to get out of Kamiki and figure out what all we need to do. Alright, so first off, let's talk to this guy. For some reason, we can't leave yet. Heave! Heave! This is weird. My mind really wants to shift this rock, but my body won't cooperate. It's like I'm made of lead. Could this be a case of demonic possession? I sure hope not. And here is our next enemy. Red Imps. Taunting by smacking his ass. Alright, so he's basically going to be guarding himself with his instrument, but all you need to do is just slice it whenever he guards with it. Alright, as easy as that. Yeah, I recommend you get as many demon fangs as you can, because these are going to be used to get special artifacts that will give you different bonuses. We'll go over that later. With that, we get 30 praise. Dang. You accumulated praise. Whoa, Ami. It suddenly started glowing. That means your divine attributes can even be enhanced. Well, you sure look excited. Here, I'll show you what I mean. Let's take a stab at enhancing your divine attributes. I'm going to open the fan menu where you'll see your divine attributes. Use the praise you've accumulated to enhance any attribute you want. Alright, so I went over it before, but basically there are 4 things you can use your praise to enhance. Solar energy, which means health. Ink pot, which is self-explanatory. Astral pouch, which I said before gives you an extra life. And purse, which increases how much money you can have. Let's go ahead and actually increase ink. Well, is it all coming back to you, or what? Huh? It's hard to know such a small enhancement? Oh, lighten up for a ball. This is one big step for the new and improved Amaterasu. Sorry, Amaterasu. Keep up the good work. Oh, I almost forgot. You better check in on that dude. Ah, I feel as light as a feather now. Sadly, that doesn't make it any easier to shift this boulder. Who wouldn't block the only path out of here anyway? There's no way I can get back to the city now. Say, pup, your owner lives here in the village, right? So you must know that guy Susano. Can you get him to come here? They say he's a descendant of the legendary hero Nagi. If anyone can do something about this rock, it's him. That's strange. This boulder wasn't here before. Actually, it was when you were first exploring the village, when everyone was stone. Alright, so I think I'll go over some of the people that they're referencing after this dialogue. Sheesh. He's always snoring like a bear. This is the home of the 2-bit middle-aged warrior Susano. He goes around claiming to be a descendant of Nagi. He's famous for he's famous around here for his lineage, but he's awfully lazy and too off the wall to be a descendant of a legendary hero. So, Nagi is referencing one of the 2 creator gods of Shintoism called Izanagi. He and his wife Izanami made a whole bunch of gods to help create the world. I am the greatest. Oh, Kushi, let's wake this guy up. What the? Huh? Ah, I feel so well rested. I planned to meditate underground, but fell fast asleep. Huh? Who are you? And what business do you have with Susano, the greatest warrior ever? The great warrior Susano. Do even the beasts know of my great exploits now? Well, Fido, I'm not looking for apprentices. Go back to the mountains and play with your monkey friends. How dare a mangy mutt like you interrupt my meditation? Get a load of this guy. All brawn and no brains. Quit messing around and come with us. You snuck in here again? Quit bugging me, you bug. I told you, don't call me a bug. Come on, Ami. We're taking him with us. What do you think you're doing? Put me down this instant. What will the neighbors think? Oh man, the comedy of this game. I love it. I've said it before, this game really has a personality of its own, and I love that it really does. So we're going to take them to the boulder and see what we can do to try to fix this. Just look at him flailing around like this. You mangy mutt. You brought me all the way here to test yourself against me?
And forgive me for jumping in here. This is old school Matt, and normally I wouldn't, but Cross here actually left something very interesting out.
What's that?
The Susano over here is actually named for the Japanese god of the sea and storms, who is heroically known actually for slaying the 8-headed demon and Orochi.
I was gonna get into that later, but yeah.
I feel like you should give a little pretense as they come up.
All right, so I'll go ahead and get into the story. Long time ago, in the Shinto mythology, Susano and Amaterasu were actually siblings. Amaterasu was the goddess of the sun. And basically, in this braggadocious competition of creating gods, Susano was a sore loser and threw a flailed pony at Amaterasu, causing one of her maidens to literally die of shock. And so, Susano was kicked out of her cave, and Amaterasu just sulked in there, causing the sun to disappear, therefore leading a bunch of monsters and demons to run around. And so all these different gods and goddesses were like, Susano, you screwed up. Go and try to get her out. That didn't happen, so a whole bunch of goddesses had to get a few things out to entice her, such as mirrors to try to trick her into thinking, oh, it's time for the sun to come up, roosters for literally the same thing, and a dawn goddess to literally strip in front of her. Yeah, and so, she came out of the cave, and then Susano, to make up for how badly he fucked up there, had to go and slay the monster Orochi, which also then caused the legendary sword, I forget the Japanese name, Grass Cutter, to then come out of its body. I used to know the
name pretty well, but and we didn't get into this, or Cross didn't get into this when he started this game, but the main reason why I'm having Cross do this game is because while I dabble in studying mythology, there is no one I know who knows more about ancient mythology than Cross.
And this has
partly how we met.
Yeah, pretty much. I was big into Greek mythology back then, which I still am, but I've gotten into Norse, Hindi, and Shinto, like right here. And so yeah, like that was one story, and I'll get into plenty more when we start getting into parts of Japanese folklore and mythology.
Now, I can't pronounce it in its full name, but...
let me see. It is known as Kusanagi no Tsurugi. Alright.
Anyways, back to the game.
Yep. Prepared to taste the wrath of my trusty blade. Tohem Boku. But hold on a minute. You're the legendary Susano? Yep. None other than Susano, the greatest warrior who ever lived. And by the way, never interrupt warriors engaged in battle. But I've got a favor to ask you. This huge boulder blocking the path is really getting in my way. Can't you do something about it? What? Come on, please. I mean, you are Nagi's descendant, aren't you? Surely one stone's no match for your mighty skills, right? It is certainly not beyond my ability. Really? Great. Okay then, no time like the present. Go for it. Wait, a boulder of this size is not very easy even for me. This will require my utmost focus to magnify the power of my sword. I shall retire to the training grounds to make preparations. Wait for my return. I wonder. I've never seen the guy train seriously. Ever. So let's see what we can do. We need to try to get him out of his training grounds. Well, quote-unquote training grounds. I know I told that merchant I could help, but a boulder of that size? I don't care if I'm of a legendary bloodline, it's just too big. Oh no, I can't believe I've run out of sake at a time like this. This won't do one bit. That's it for today. I'll just have to train tomorrow. I can't train without sake to fuel the fire. Training will just have to wait until tomorrow. Why do today what can be put off until tomorrow? That's my mantra. That's doing things the Susano way. Sake? Does he really think we're gonna bring him some sake? Alright, so before we go and get him some, I actually want to go and find something real quick. First, every now and then when you go by water, look at underneath it. You'll find treasure chests, and you can actually slash underneath it, well, in the water, to get treasure that's underneath it. We have glass beads. That these beads show no crack is a testament to the artist's skills. So you'll be getting these statues of these animals. They represent the different gods and goddesses. Well, the different gods that are in this game. I think I saw something in here. Aha, there it is. So every now and then when you're when you're on the ground, look for what looks like little things jutting out of it. And then mash triangle to get treasure. Dragonfly bead. Uniquely shaped bead that shines in multiple layers of color. Alright, and yeah. Okay, so next up we're gonna go to this house over here across the river. Oh, what a fine looking wolf. What's your name? Mine's Kushi. It's a pleasure to meet you. Sake brewer, Kushi. Working in the fields again, are ya? Eat soon. Are you and the wolf together? This is where I grow the rice for making my sake, you know. But I have to manage the harvest all on my own. It's hard work. Maybe I should have Susano give me a hand again this year. Oh, listen to me blabbering on. I just can't help chatting to you. Why, Ami, I think you found a friend here. You'll meet many people who want to talk to you like this. You should talk to them 2 or even 3 times. Being a god and all, you can actually tell when to talk because you'll see a triangle above their head, like we've seen about 20 times now. That means they still have something to say. It might even be valuable information sometimes. They may just be muttering to themselves, but it pays to listen. Oh, hello there. I've got a bit of a problem, you know. I have to polish rice in the mill house before I can use it. But the mill's broken. A wicked monster broke it the other day. It's hopeless to try to make good sake without clean rice. Wow, that's too bad. Should have never let that monster try my new Thunder Brew. A broken mill and flattened crops. That's all the thanks I get. Don't go giving monsters sake. They're bad even sober. Sheesh, what was she thinking? Anyway, I think this is a matter of fixing something that's broken. Sounds like something you could handle with your brush, Ami. Alright, let's see what she has to say again. With the mill broken, I can't clean the rice to make my sake. That's the last time I let a monster try my brew. I certainly hope so. Yep, repeat of that. Okay, so let's head back over here. And we're actually going to head on the other side of the river to fix it. Alright. So, don't worry about, like, wondering how much ink you're gonna use. Every action you do will only cost 1 ink pot. What's this? The mill's been mended. Who on earth did that? I had completely given up on the idea of making my sake. But now I can get on with polishing the rice. Well, no time like the present. I'd better get started. Huh. I feel like I should get some praise from that, but oh well. I mean, you're gonna get plenty. I'm gonna let you guys know that right now. You're interested in how to brew sake, aren't you? Are you, Snowy? Well, this here's for polishing the rice, you see? Oh, I'll tell you what. I've got something I know you'll like. It's just some leftover stock from the store. But I made it myself. It's called Vista of the Gods. Oh, but are you even old enough to drink, Snowy? And so there are things that you have to carry, so you press triangle to bite onto it and get it. So now we're going to head on back over to Susano so we can go ahead and get that fixed. Ah, jeez. Okay. Alright, so there are going to be a few things that you've seen, like withered trees and gray-red rocks like that. Nothing can be done until we get different kind of brush techniques. Hold it right there, Fido. That smell. Is that Kushi's famous homebrewed sake? You offered Vista of the Gods. Fido, my friend, could you bring me some of Kushi's sake? Oh, what a glorious day. Ah, good old sake. A man without a drink is like a warrior without his trusty sword. In fact, it is said that Nagi himself relied on the power of sake in his battle with the dreaded Orochi. It's all so clear now. Let the training begin. I'll just try a bit of my usual routine. Okay, here I come. This is funny. Alright, so he's going to be slashing stuff, and you're going to be using the power slash technique to do that as well. Feast your eyes on this. Susano style. Exploding implosion. Which makes no freaking sense, but okay. And that even chopped the tree down. Huh? Hiya! This guy is just so funny. Susano style. Exploding implosion. So now we need to go ahead and slice this giant boulder. That's amazing. You slice that huge rock clean in half. You really are something. Wow, I didn't think you could do it, Pops. Me either. I mean, of course I could. You saw him coughing to try to reset that. After all, I am Susano, the greatest warrior ever. You weren't just showing off when you said that, said you're Nagi's descendant. Someone like you'd have no trouble fighting monsters off, huh? And look at him sweating there. Well, anyway, thanks a lot. Now I can start doing business again. Did you say monsters? Oh, of course, no problem. This is a job for the most skilled warrior in all of Nippon. Yes, I shall rid these lands of their vile presence. Just sit back and watch the great Susano work his magic. You shouldn't get all puffed up. He's nothing without us. Think he'll be okay? The monsters outside the village are nasty. Ah, glorious Amaterasu. And look at the back of her kimono. I, I, it's just a symbol of a peach because that's what her tree is, a peach tree. But still, it's very suggestive. What a pleasure to witness your heroic deeds. I am in awe. When you cleaved the boulder into two, my heart skipped a beat. To see your skills with the brush is to be witness to great art. Yeah? So do we get a reward or something, lady? I hardly think your participation had any impact, little bug. It's eat soon. Eat soon, eat soon, eat soon. Stop calling me a bug. I'll crawl back into your kimono if you say that again. My word. Relax, lady. Probably here's more comfy anyway. Let's get back to that reward thing you were talking about. Come on, Ami. Put your paw up or something. Go on, shake. I must apologize. I would like to reward you, but I'm afraid I haven't the power. I can barely muster enough strength to make a flower bloom. Man, look at that tree. Though my body stands firmly here within the confines of the village, my roots spread far and wide, protecting remote areas outside. These parts of me are known as guardian saplings. They collect the praise and adoration that gives me strength. The recent evil is eroding the guardian saplings. If this continues, I will wilt away as well, and my power will vanish. Worse yet, the dark power grows stronger with each passing day. Life as we know it will be consumed utterly in no time. Aw man, this is getting heavy. And look at Ami just sleeping in the back there. Great and powerful Amaterasu. Could I be so bold as to request your assistance in rejuvenating these guardian saplings by lifting the curse that enslaves them? I will mark the locations of nearby saplings on your map. And so here right now you can see two of them. Yeah. I have grown tired. I haven't even the strength to speak now. She says that, but there's like 3 or 4 more text blocks as she talks. I hope that my request has not fallen on deaf ears. Amaterasu, may the fresh scent of flowers protect you always. Ah, I'm always itching for a good fight, but I sure don't want to poke my nose into this mess. Still, I'm stuck with Furball here until I get all the brush skills. Anyway, Ami's a god and all. What could possibly go wrong? Hey, did you listen to her, Furball? You get the rest of the brush techniques to save the world, and I'll steal and learn them. That's the ticket. At any rate, let's start by following those marks on the map. Alright, so before we do that, let's go ahead and talk to this guy, actually. Okay then, guess I'd better offload some stock before heading back. Feel free to take a look if you've been sent to do the shopping, pup. Do some shopping? Yes. So here we have merchants. You're going to be able to buy feed bags, vengeance slip that temporarily deflects enemy attacks, exorcism slips. They're like free attacks made into items. There are 3 different kinds, I believe: S, M, and L. Steel Fist Sake, which increases attack for a little bit. Steel Salt Sake, which increases defense. And Holy Bone S. We got them recently. So right now, we're gonna go ahead and actually get 2 of each feed bag. We'll be able to get more yen And I want to go ahead and sell some stuff that I got recently. So, glass beads, we get 1,000 yen. That's pretty good. Dragonfly beads and rabbit statue. One of the 13 zodiac treasures. Its expression is quite alert. That is a god that we have not met yet, but we will later. Alright, and let's go ahead and do 2 meat. See ya. There are 4 different kinds of feed bags. Seeds, herbs, meat, and fish. Different animals can actually eat multiple different kinds of feed bags, but a lot of animals will only be able to have one. And actually, I want to head back to, where was it? First off, let's go ahead and feed these. I believe it's herbs for rabbits. Yep. Trust me, you want to get as many feed bags as you can because you'll get a lot of praise from different animals. I know that it only seems like you're not getting much, since we just got 6 from that. But seriously, you're gonna get a lot later on. And you can even feed these animals. Since that's a dog, we can go ahead and feed it meat. And also, later on, I want you to take note of this bandana that it has. Alright, next up, go ahead and feed these birds. Okay. And now with that, we're actually going to go ahead and head outside. So let us see what's going on in the world. Because as she said, there's some kind of curse that's causing the beauty of this world and nature itself to kind of vanish. And we need to see what we can do to try to alleviate that. Oh my gosh, look at how bleak it looks. Welcome to Shinshu Field. Huh? You probably know this already, Ami, but this here is Shinshu Field, the most beautiful field in the poem. At least it's supposed to be. But ever since that incident, I've been getting a bad vibe. We better watch where we're going. You can look at the map by holding down L2. Let's pay attention to the map as we push ahead. So yeah, as I said, you actually can use this map as you're running, and I kind of like that. Ami, that's the first guardian sapling marked on our map. It's supposed to be a place for travelers to rest and recuperate. But look at it. It looks like it could fall over at any moment. This place is definitely cursed by the looks of it. Places where evil have taken hold, luring monsters from far and wide, are known as cursed zones. But I've never seen one this big. It's withered all the plant life in the area, even that big tree. It will take a monster with powers beyond even a god to do this. That tree is an offshoot of Sakuya. It protects nature in the area. Maybe the natural beauty here would return if we revived it. But how the heck could we do that anyway? Well, we're gonna have to figure out how to do it. Next up, here are these enemy scrolls. Here you're gonna be able to encounter a lot of enemies here. And for the time, that's how you're gonna be grinding for the demon fangs. Alright, let's go ahead and collect this last fang. Oh, it almost disappeared. It's good that I went and grabbed that. Alright, yeah, we're doing really good. Now, unlike the enemies that we fought earlier, defeating these won't cause any, like, flowers or animals to come back. That will be by certain predetermined fights, and also by bringing back certain plant life back. What just happened? I was out here chopping wood and communing with nature as usual when I heard a loud rumbling like an earthquake from the lake. Then, a huge gust of wind blew up out from nowhere. I don't know what happened next, but when I came to, it was like this. My art workshop was just across the stream from here, but it up and vanished when this cursed zone appeared. The earth must be angry. All I want is to live with nature in peace, man. but now I can't. I notice a figure running from the lake toward Kamiki. Whoever it was, man, I hope Mother Earth kept them safe. What's up, nature buddy? Curious about the cave? It's the entrance to a place called Hana Valley, the site of an amazing waterfall. But monsters have moved in now. There's a trippy crystal ball that makes plants grow enshrined there. You'd think gardeners would be flocking here for it. Actually, not that long ago, not long ago, that Susano guy went marching in there. It's weird. Normally he runs away at the sight of monsters. And he hardly seems the type to try his hand at gardening. Anyway, it's bad karma, man. You could be attacked if you went in. Alright, so it sounds like we know where we're gonna go next. This place called Hana Valley. Oh, this is that curse zone they're talking about. It affects even the water. You go in there, you're gonna start losing your ink. Well, sounds like we know where we're gonna go next. So in this episode, we were able to actually go through a lot of Kamiki Village and open up our way to Shinshu Field. In the next episode, we're gonna go ahead and start seeing what we could do in Hana Valley, the next area. Until then, this has been Chaos Cross, and I'll see you guys next time.